take two, and I'm hoping that we can go at least more than 32 seconds. But yeah, we're off to a good start. But hopefully that's the last time we have to do that. But anyway, this is your host, Ju22, and barring any interruptions, I think we are going to be doing so fine. There we go. All right. So, we have the Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. So, we get to see the Atlanta Braves come in and finally get some action. Okay, before I do that, let me just delete the what should have been the first and only take, but this is take two. And it happened really early, thankfully, so I don't have to cut it into parts, thank God. And I seriously mean that. But in the meantime, and in between time, I hope you guys are doing well. And I want to wish those that are involved in this game the best of luck, as the winner will advance to the National League Championship game. And they will take on the St. Louis Cardinals, who, if Philadelphia wins, they will host, and if Atlanta wins, then Atlanta will host. And it's good to see Joshua. What's up, man? Well, I hope everything's going well in James Land. But yes, one day, I trust that you will make it to the big time. I truly believe that. But other than that, though, how's everything going there? Just bored? Well, hopefully I can alleviate that. I would love to believe that. I would believe so. Okay, there we go. Just making sure I save this before I forget. Yep. Oh yeah, Joshua, not this weekend, but the following weekend, I am going to be doing Fire Pro. So for the weekend of, I would say the 17th or 18th, I will be doing Fire Pro. So I hope you look forward to that, my friend. I'll see to it that you get on the card for that one. So without any further ado, let me just let some of the people know about the game. Okay. Alright, so first I just need to let Tanner know. There we go. And one other person in the form of the Autism Rob, or Rob Parks, whatever you want to call him. But let me just get him. Now, I will say that, well, for Joshua and for anyone else that's watching this, and will soon watch it, next season I will be doing a draft, and the draft will consist of the 10 teams, 5 in each league, that if the playoffs were to start that very day, then those teams would be in and they would be drafting. And also, hey, what's up, though? I have to stay out of the booth today because of tech. What? Oh, let me look at this again. I forgot to get my pop-out chat because of tech. Oh, okay. Well, not a problem, Clinton. You're more than welcome to sit by. Anyway, I may as well mention this while you're here, Clinton, is that the draft will take place with the teams that, if the playoffs were to start that day when we do the draft, those 10 teams, 5 in each league, will draft. So it's possible that Joshua could end up on some other team besides the Orioles, since they're not in contention. And for Clinton, he'll have to find another team other than the Yankees to join. If you really looked at the teams that are leading the division and the two non-division leaders, the wild card. So, but that's a bridge we'll have to cross at another time. Okay. That pitcher from yeah. Yeah, Ohtani is a beast. I'm telling you one thing. Shohei Ohtani is just awesome, and also, hey, what's up, Crimson Ninja? As his team will take on the New York Yankees next time. You will not join Boston. Ooh, boy. Is that possible in the game? Well, the only thing I would do is just simply trade you for whoever else wants to go to Boston. Well, if Boston manages to hold on to the lead. It's still close, so anything can happen between now and when we do the draft. So that much I will say. All right, back to the matter at hand, and that is I just would need to let one other person know, and we'll start the game. The DH thing. Yeah, you could do the DH thing. It only can be done on an American League team. If you end up in a National League team, then that might be up there. There we go. Be a pitcher and a DH. I want to do that. Oh, well, see, the only way I could do that is, according to what I've read on the internet, the only way to do that is to, and I will say this, is to play in Road to the Show, and then you either pick a pitcher or a field player, and then somewhere down the line you can either choose to play the opposite. If you're a pitcher and you want to be a fielder, you can do that, or conversely, the other way around. But that's how you become a two-way player. Anything else, anything short of that, and it's not. Yep. So that being said, oh wait. The only person left to get is Mr. PPF himself. I forgot to mention that. There we go. I guess I should hope for an NL team. Yeah, so really the only way you could still hit and still pitch is to be on a National League team. So, yeah. Okay, so where is PPF? Oh, sorry, he goes under a different name. The only thing I know is that PPF is doing a stream of his own, but he could always watch it when he has a chance to. Okay, so now that we got all the preliminaries out of the way, the winner takes on St. Louis. And with that said, let's get to it. Oh, Hey. All right, so we saw New York win, but now we have Philadelphia and Atlanta, so let's get to it. All right, so good luck to Philadelphia and good luck to the guys in Atlanta. Lineups, and of course it's most of the usual suspects for the Phillies, but then you have PPF, Rob Parks, Walter Johnson, and Chris Clark, and then to go with Ozuna, Freeman, and Acuna, you have a lineup that is a murderer's row. And the starting pitchers, Aaron Nola and Charlie Morton. So there you go. I'm going to add this two-seam fastball to my pitches. Yeah, you do remind me so that way I can update that.
Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the
like, in fact, we can do that after the game, and then I can go back and look at your character and see what we can fix on that. Just a fastball.
Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show.
Anyway, put Clinton on Toronto. Same here. I want to be a hitter. Yeah.
And we've got a good one in store for you, folks.
So yeah, in order to hit while still pitching is to go to a National League team. Just got to stretch my arm there. There we go. Of course, you have Dansby Swanson, who has the interesting story of being the first overall pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the weird thing is they traded him to the Braves, and it was a classic case of you gave up on him way too early, and Dansby Swanson has become an awesome player for the Atlanta Braves, so, you know.
Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
All right, so Morton will take on McCutchen, and of course these two teams are very familiar with each other as they are division rivals. So, and and a foul ball and a broken bat. Wow! If that's not an omen, I don't know what is. I mean, how often does that happen? Hey, Walter, what's up? You're just in time for your game. Right now, it's the top of the first, so you guys are on defense as we speak. So, after all this time, you finally get to play. But that was just by virtue of being the #1 seed. And gonna field it, and they get the out at first. One down after 3 pitches.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound.
Hey, Wally.
Win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score,
Excuse me.
1 or 2 runs early.
And everyone else is saying hello to Wally. Alec Bowl. Well, of course, Wally would love nothing more than to see Charlie Morton do well in this game.
Hey, this pitcher's being super aggressive.
First round pick in the wow. And to think that Philadelphia drafted this guy and they gave up on him, that tells you a lot about Philadelphia. They haven't really built a winning team. All they have is free agent acquisitions in the form of Harper and Riamoto, who was acquired by a trade, but they haven't really focused on their farm system, and
very hard for him to adjust.
and correct me if I'm wrong, Clinton, but if you don't focus on your farm system, you can't build a winner. But that's what, you know, teams like the Padres and the Dodgers, to name a few, have done.
In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's gone 6 for 10.
Then, of course, you have Bryce Harper. Like I said, he was acquired in free agency. All right, so now 2-0 in the favor of Harper.
And he'll probably make you pay for it.
Outside.
And now Charlie, of course, Charlie does not want to give him a pitch that Harper can hit. I mean, we saw what he did in the previous game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Well, he got him to swing that time.
Instead, it's 3-1. What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
He hits it, but it's hit foul.
Down the first base side. Now the 3-2 pitch. And
fouls it off.
Away.
If nothing else, Bryce is just going to drive up the count for Charlie Morton. He hits it this time, and it's going to be off the wall. Wow, so close to a home run, but that's going to be a double instead. For a moment, I thought that was out, and it probably would have been out in most other parks, but of course the brick is not part of, like, if the ball hits the brick, that's still in play, so it's still a double. It's very different from ballpark to ballpark, because sometimes the brick is part of the home run area, but other times it's not.
First pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1.
Have to find a way
but that
to
was
get
close.
That guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
And for Walter and the rest of the Braves, they just need to get another out. Any way they can.
With the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Philadelphia with a chance to get this. And Remoto not going to swing at anything that's not close. So, you know, good on him. I mean, that's a good strategy, not to swing at anything that's not out. That's out of the strike zone. Well, that one was.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Count is 3-1.
He's set the 3-1.
Swings and misses. Good cut there with that four-seam fastball.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
And he hits this, but it is hooked foul.
This will wind up being a foul ball.
Not a bad hit, just out of bounds there. So anyway, to mention to, wow, got him on the corner inside. And that was a big opportunity for the Phillies to get ahead. But up next, Atlanta takes the bat.
Aaron Nola, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes.
All right. So starting off is Ronald Acuna Jr., who had himself a great 2020 season, given the fact that it was only 60 games, but he also had a tremendous postseason, especially the Dodgers. He had a great series then, but it's just that his team was unable to get the job done, especially when they had the lead in the series 3-1 and only needed to win one more game to get to the World Series. Now, what would have happened in the World Series between them and the Tampa Bay Rays, I'll never know. But one thing I do know is that Acuna would love nothing more to get to the World Series right here. And he hits this, and unfortunately for Acuna, it's not far enough. One down. All right, so here's the starting lineup. You have Freddie Freeman coming up next, but then Chris Clark coming in 5th, Rob Parks 6th, Walter Johnson 7th in the lineup, and 8th is Mr. PPF.
The guys that set the tone, they have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc.
And Freeman gets himself a base hit single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters, 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Yeah. Yeah, although in due fairness, you know, there aren't very many guys that the pitcher can pitch around, so you just have to go at him if you're a pitcher for Philadelphia. Marcell Ozuna, another guy that actually had a great series during the National League Championship Series against the Dodgers last year.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the
Anyway,
right.
fouled off. 1-1.
He's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hits it the other way, and
Back goes Harper.
Harper, he runs out of room, and it's out of here. Marcell Ozuna with a big home run, and the Braves take the lead 2-0.
Right center, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
So already Atlanta takes a 2-0 lead on the bat of Ozuna.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great
Boom,
ones
gets all
find
of
a
it.
way to rise to the
And
occasion in the
at
postseason.
first I thought he was going to run out of room, and it was not going to go out, but out it went. Travis d'Arnaud coming up next.
Travis d'Arnaud. As he takes a bold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Had a 321 average. That's the one thing that you can count on, is that he can hit for average.
Pitch on the way. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't
Well,
matter. This is
he
strike
tried to
three.
hold back, but it was still in the strike zone. So there you go. And I also like the little touch of the fact that, yes, he is an all-star, especially as we are getting closer to the real-life all-star game. And he hits this one, but not far enough.
He has a real long fuse. He's
2 down.
not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not going to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to.
All right, now we get to the meat and potatoes of this lineup. Chris Clark.
Thinks that a pitch is a strike, and they call it a ball.
And he does not. He doesn't swing at that one. And apparently he was claimed off of waivers, so go figure. Right now, Chris is not swinging at anything that's out of the strike zone, so, you know, good on him. But for Nola, he's got to put that home run that just happened and put it behind him.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling.
And he hits this, but it's foul. 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Foul
Hits
off.
it, still 2-2.
The 2-2 one more time. This is on the ground.
He hits it, but it's hit right to the first baseman, and that will end it. But not before Atlanta gets 2 on the board, thanks to Marcell Ozuna. On this shot right here. Take a look.
2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Atlanta.
All right, let me just get my fan up.
And now here is Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
All right, so Rhys Hoskins starting up and gets a a curveball strike for his trouble. Last game he was 2 for 4 against Pittsburgh. I mean, what a jump in competition. I mean, you go from Pittsburgh to Atlanta, it's like a big jump. And, okay, that was a bad pitch there by Morton, but it's still 1-2 in his favor. Now 2-2.
Outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tough curveball.
Tries to hit it, but he protects.
Contact to keep this at-bat going.
So right now, Walter's happy that, you know, his team is up, but yeah, you'll be up. You'll be due up second. And a hit by Hoskins, and that might be a double, and it is. So they get a double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets.
I mean, good hit there. I will say that. Good opposite field hit, and he hit it where no one was, and they had to go get that ball. And of course, Didi Gregorius, this guy was with the Yankees, and now wait a minute, in the dirt, and they'll have to get him out at third, and that wild pitch allowed Hoskins to go from second to third, and now a sacrifice or even or simply a base hit can get it done. So, but yeah, Gregorius was part of that championship team from MLB The Show 19 when he was with the Yankees. So there you go.
Be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
2-0 count.
He softly hits this one, and they try to get the out at home, but Philadelphia scores 1-2. Or they score the first run for them, and it's now 2-1 Atlanta.
He has an even 10 hits in 46 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
I mean, good base running there by Philadelphia, and another wild pitch.
In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1.
I mean, a much better job protecting the plate that time. But yeah, Charlie's going to have to swing and a miss, and not in time for that stolen base. Good stolen base there by Gregorius. Philadelphia trying to use its wheels or its speed as opposed to raw power.
Here comes the 1-2.
2-2. And now make it a full count.
Roman Quinn, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck.
Yeah. And the pitcher is Charlie Morton, of course, but Walter just trying to help. Hits this, but it is foul. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Walter is well, a strikeout. Well, that's what they need.
So stepping in is Roman Quinn. The base knocked to the
Okay, so Walter is a third baseman. I forgot to mention that part. Anyway, they get one down.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
So Quinn was 1 for 4 last game, so.
And that misses 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Just off the outside.
2-1. This has got to be a concern because you have a guy that is good, but
This doesn't have the makings
you know,
of a start
16
that
balls,
he's going to
24
go very
strikes,
deep.
which, you know, that's a little too close for comfort if you're a pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Well, that time he hits it, but it's foul. And are they going to get him at third? No, they don't.
Here as he advances on the
So a
wild
couple of
pitch.
wild pitches have allowed runners from, you know, two different times, a runner from second to get to third. So they got to get, they got to control that, really. I mean, of course the Philadelphia Phillies are doing what they have to do to win. So you can't blame them for taking advantage of it, but anyway, hit up the middle, and it's going to drop for another base hit, and they don't get the guy at second, and even if they tagged him in, he dropped the ball, so that's not going to work. But just like that, 2 base hits, and a couple of wild pitches that allowed runners to advance to scoring positions have put the Phillies in contention. So now it's a 2-2 game. And now Nola, the opposing pitcher, gets a chance to hit. And of course, as you see, he didn't get anything. But he's a pitcher, so what do you expect?
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Swings and misses.
Catch up when it's moving like that.
25 pitches this inning for Charlie Morton. That's not good. I mean, you're up to 45 pitches, and it's not even the third inning yet. So that has got to be a major thing of concern, and I'm hoping that that little... let me know, guys, if the screen or the audio or if anything is out of whack. If it's fine, then just let me know. I always get concerned when that little message comes up. Anyway, 2-2 is the count. So yeah, just let me know if the quality is okay or if the audio is out of whack. Anyway, fouled off and still foul.
From the stretch. And he
Fine so far. All right, cool.
Coming up now on 30 pitches.
I mean, that's one. Good so far. All right, cool. Anyway, hit and still foul. Right now, Philadelphia, including the pitcher, is driving up the count for Charlie Morton.
2-2 one more time.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full
Yeah,
count.
now he's up to 51 pitches, and again, not even the third inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Hits it and still fouls it. This is insane. 10 pitches this at bat between the opposing pitchers, and one of them has the bat. Hits it again, but still foul. This is one hell of a battle. Not so much if you're Charlie Morton. You've done everything you tried to do to try to get him out, and you still cannot do it. Yeah, they'll have to get someone from the bullpen, because right now, Charlie is off his game right here. Well, he finally gets it out, but it took a lot just to get that strikeout. Yeah, he got caught looking, and in fact, Nola actually thought he got a walk, but instead he'll have to go back to his seat. All right, Andrew McCutchen 0 for 1 so far.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after
Yeah, great at bat for Philly though. Also, let me check my messages in case. Okay, no.
1-0, here it is.
A sinker that is too low. And of course, Andrew McCutchen acquired through free agency for the Philadelphia Phillies. One could argue that by the time he got to the Phillies, he was past his prime. You know, because his best years were with Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh, I mean, they had, you know, Garrett Cole. They had a couple of guys that were there, like Starling Marte, among others. But they just couldn't get past the juggernauts that were there at the time.
2-1, here it is.
And a swing and a foul. 2-2. But if nothing else, he has experience, so I would imagine that it's very valuable for Philadelphia, given that he has been to the playoffs, just not very successfully, but I would imagine it helps. All right, full count. He hits this one, but that time it was PPF who caught that last one, and that's going to end the inning. But how much did that take out of Charlie Morton? Yeah, they have to talk to Charlie at this point because at the rate he's going, he may not have much left. In the meantime, the Atlanta Braves will have to get to work and try to get a big inning out of them, and try to get something out of, you know, Aaron Nola. And Nola gets the inside upper part of the strike zone on Rob Parks, who is making his debut. He hits it the opposite way, and it is, nope, not a home run, but it's a double to start off with. That's a good hit there. Just a little bit further, and that might have been a home run. But they'll take what they can get, though. That's a good hit. All right, so Walter is up next. Let's see if he can get the job done here.
Into the box now, Walter Johnson.
All right, so a no-go curve at the lower part of the strike zone, and there you go. And there you see his green bat and some of his other gear. Also, for any players that are watching this, you know, whether it be Clinton, Walter, Crimson, and anyone else that's watching this, if there's anything about your character that you don't like, such as like the bat, the equipment that you're using, and you want it changed, let me know. Anyway, lays off that pitch way too far outside, so he's not going to swing at that one.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
All right, so 1-2, and Walter has to protect if anything's close to the strike zone. Swung and a miss, and Walter struck out. So now it's up to PPF. Of course, this is PPF when he was in his prime. And is that me? He's walking on air. What the hell, game? That was so weird. But now it's up to PPF to take charge here. So while PPF, you know, this is a PPF that is, I believe, in his late 20s, if not early 30s. So, of course, this is not a rookie by any stretch, though. You like the green bat? Awesome.
He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Oh, good cut there, but I think that was a bit too high, so... Anyway, 2-1. Too far out of the plate, not going to swing at that. And on deck is the pitcher, Charlie Morton.
In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And not going to swing at that, and PPF will take a free base. So now we have runners at second and first.
He's got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So now here is...
Well, we'll see if he has better luck with his bat than he has pitching, does Charlie Morton. If you're Charlie, you just want to wait. What's he doing? He's going to try to bunt. And wow, nice bunt single there by Charlie Morton. And now the pitching coach going to have a small talk with Aaron Nola. Also, hey, Tiffany, what's up? But now Aaron Nola has loaded up the bases. I mean, that was just a great bunt there by Charlie Morton. And now we are up to the top of the order with Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna digs in now.
And he hits this one, and it hooks foul. Oh, so close. Also, what's up, Joker?
Bases are loaded with only one out. A ball
Not going to swing at that one, too low.
Leadoff man.
Not swinging at that one, a little outside. Nola's going to have to come on in. He's got to put the ball in play and hope that his guys can get the job done, especially a double play here. Also, great to see Joker and Tiffany. Swing and a miss. Good cut there.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four.
Just got done working out. Awesome. I mean, I just got back not long ago from doing some errands, so I'm happy. Lays off that pitch, though.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work.
Well, you'll get
I
your
like the
chance.
idea behind it.
But right now, Aaron Nola,
Bases are loaded here.
a strike strikes him out. A ball walks him and brings in a run. Swing and a miss, and that's a big one. He needed that one, did Nola, and that was a big strikeout. But now we get to Freddie Freeman, who did hit a single. So now we'll see if Freddie can get the job done. But by getting 2 outs, they don't have the option to, get a pop-up fly. A sacrifice fly, I should say. Excuse me. So Freeman's going to have to either draw a walk or get a big hit. And a little bit low. Probably that could have been a strike, but
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
you did 30 push-ups.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down.
And he hits it right up the middle, and that's going to score 1. And that might score another. No! PPF a bit too slow, and although they get 1 run, PPF got caught, and that only gets them 1 run, but they regain the lead 3-2 as we go into the 3rd. So he does get a hit, it's just they got caught, was PPF. I mean, it's not...
Chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot.
So according to Heidi Watney, the reporter, Girardi is the manager for the Phillies, is very happy that his guys are getting quality at bats, and that's one of the reasons why they are in the position they're in. Yeah, Survivor's going to be awesome, I will say that. Oh, Wrestling Survivor as it's called. But for Charlie Morton, he's dug himself a hole and he's going to have to dig himself out.
Line drive to left.
A line drive, but it's hit right to, I believe that was Ozuna who caught it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But good hit, just he hit it right to him. 1 down. And here's Bryce Harper, who got himself a double last time.
Right fielder Bryce Harper. First pitch on the way.
Ooh, good cut there. Very good cut.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
No, it isn't, Mr. Television Man.
3rd inning.
3rd inning and 65 pitches, yeah. Not going to get it done most of the time. Fouls it off, 0-2.
And that's going to land foul. Here it comes, 0-2.
Nope. Bryce, Mr. Harper was not going to swing at that one. You kidding me? Also, everyone saying hello to everybody. And he wasn't going to swing out of the strike zone that way. No way. You got to get him inside. And preferably close to the plate. Like that. But he fouled it off. 2-2 still. And now Charlie is at 69 pitches. Nice. And he fouls that one off, but it's still foul.
If you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Fouls it off again. Once again, Philadelphia trying to tire out Charlie Morton, and they're doing a great job of that. Swing and a miss that time, and that's another strikeout for Morton.
Got him swinging on the fastball there.
You, Clint, all right, let me see this. Me, Clinton, and Ninja are on the same team for Survivor. My client is, I'm just watching this season. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Ladybug is in there.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position.
Well, here's Riamoto, who is 0 for 1, and he hits this one. And PPF gets the catch. And that's the end of the top of the third. So that a much better inning for Morton considerably, as we have Ozuna, Darnold, and Chris Clark due up. Yeah, I just, the circumstances behind Atlanta not hosting the All-Star game is, it's really stupid, because it's like, why would you involve something that is out of the realm of baseball to dictate where it is going to be at? I'm sorry. So, in other words, Atlanta got robbed. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anyway, let me read these comments really quick. Yeah, my niece Melina is in this season, not me. Okay. True, Wally. And then Joker says, TJ, did you hear that Bailey got injured? How did she get injured?
Certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
That's news to me. I did not know about that. I hope she's okay. And while we were talking, Nola now has himself a 3-0 hole to get himself out of.
Now the 3-0 offering.
And he hits this one, but it is hooked foul. 3-1. I mean, I get it. I get that, sports and politics are, inseparable in some cases and forms and fashion, but it really should not have been a thing, really. Anyway, hit right to the first baseman, and they get the out. One down. She got injured from training for her match at Money in the Bank against Bianca Belair. Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't she the challenger? Was Bailey? Because last time I remember, Belair was the champ, but do correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, 2 balls in a row to start off with this. Going to be out 9 months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can blame the government of Georgia, but it just doesn't change the fact that it really should not have been a thing. But still, either way, it's very shameful. It really was. She was the challenger. Okay, so now they're going to have to find someone else to fill that role, and and the fact that they haven't really built up enough superstars to fulfill that. I hope they find a very suitable replacement. I'm going to say that right now. And he hits this one, and not far enough.
He gets there, and that's the second out.
2 down. They're announcing that tonight. Okay. Well, up next is Chris Clark. We'll see if he can fare better, because so far Nola has calmed down and has settled in so far. They're naming a replacement for her at Money in the Bank on SmackDown tonight.
Look out, 2-0 now.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
wind up the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0
All right, so 2-1 for Chris Clark in his favor. I think it's going to be Liv Morgan because she has 2 wins over Belair. That's a good strategy, although it's hit right to the first baseman, and that's going to end the 3rd inning. So now the Phillies have, you know, especially through Nola, have settled down. So if that's the case, the Braves are going to have better at-bats than what they just had. And they're going to have to step up on defense, as well as Morton trying to salvage what he can. He's up to 73 pitches in the 4th inning. Still too high.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
And a wild pitch, but no one on base, so no worries.
The 1-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
So 2-0 is the count. Hits it off, 2-1.
It's going to be back to some serious T-work if he can't put that pitch in play.
But yeah, it makes sense to have Liv Morgan. I mean, you got to give her something. I mean, because Liv, it's pretty obvious to me that she's a star, and they've done a great job making her a star. Now you just have to make her a superstar. And I think that this whole thing with Bailey getting injured may have been a blessing in disguise for Morgan, really. You know, because when you have someone step up, I'd imagine they can now say, okay, she's a star, we can trust her, you know, in case, you know, we can't have Bailey again. You know, that should be. Oh, of course you would say that, Clinton. Edge beat Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. Yeah, it would be nice, though. Anyway, nice strikeout there by Charlie Morton. Considering the fact that he went up against Rhys Hoskins.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius.
Yeah, even though Reigns is the top guy in Vince's eyes, I'd imagine that Mandy Rose should be your wife. Really? But in the meantime, yeah, Reigns is the top guy, but I'd imagine that WWE wasn't very happy with the fact that Jey Uso got himself a DUI, and they were legit pissed about that, because that really ruins the plans that they might have had for him, really. I mean, it's not the first time. It won't be the last time, and other people have had to deal with it. Other companies have had to. I mean, I'm surprised Vince hasn't come out.
And he fouls this one off.
Just cut Jimmy and signed the younger brother.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
Oh, it was Jimmy who got... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I always get those two confused because, you know, Jay and Jimmy look so similar. But then again, they're twins, so what do I know? Anyway, and an opposite field hit, and that might go... Nope, not over the fence, but it's going to still result in a double. Wait, he's going to go for a triple, and that was a bad mistake. He got too over-aggressive and got caught. AJ Styles should be your husband. So, well, Gregorius, great hit, but he got too aggressive, and Walter Johnson, got the tag onto him, and he's out. So, who knows? Maybe the younger brother could do something about it. Maybe even incorporate Jimmy getting in trouble as part of the storyline. You know, but still. Hits it the other way, but it goes out. Or out of bounds, rather. Opposite field hit again, but still fouled out. Segura already 0 for 1. Now 1-2. Now up to 90 pitches is Charlie Morton. I don't think he'll have much left in the tank if... Well, he hits this one, but Acuna fast enough to get to that one. And that's the end of the top of the fourth.
They're down 3-2.
Well, up next is Rob Parks, Walter Johnson, and Mr. PPF.
Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance
I
to
hope
discuss
not.
the
He
Braves
sucked.
offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial
You're going to
break,
go see
and
WWE
overall,
Live
he's
on
really
August
happy with the bats
6th.
they're
All right,
putting
buy
together.
some.
They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank
All
you,
right,
Heidi.
so the manager for
Into the box, Rob Parks.
anyway, Rob Parks up next, and he started off with that double. We'll see if he can add to that.
Parks has all the necessary skills
Now,
to play
Nola,
great
by
defense
comparison,
on the
is
left
at
side of the
53
infield.
pitches, so he
Really fun to
is
watch.
in
He
good
can
shape.
with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly
Although
strong.
Rob
Certainly
Parks with a
has the
nice
ability
hit,
to
but
uncork the
not
throw
far
and beat the
enough.
runner when
One
he
down.
needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, he was, Alistair or Malachi Black, as he's now known, he made his debut. But now we get to see if Walter Johnson can bounce back against Aaron Nola. He hits it the other way, but it's hit right to the right fielder. 2 down.
Boy, sometimes they say
Right now, Nola is starting to get into the zone.
That's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just
So, I mean, great hit, just hit right to him.
At the plate, number 59.
Next is PBF.
Batting left-handed here as he takes
Knuckle
over
curve gets him
strike
inside
one.
in the strike zone, so
In his
1
first
strike.
plate appearance.
Last time he walked in the second, so he still has yet to get a hit, but he hasn't been retired yet.
1-1. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. Breaking ball that time, but misses out of the zone. Off-speed pitch. Just
And
missed
Mr.
inside.
PPF doing a good job not swinging at anything that's too far away from the zone. I say not too far away.
He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into
And he hits it down in the middle, but it's fielded by the second, not the second baseman, the shortstop, and they get him out at first. So that was a quick 1-2-3 inning.
But they still lead it 3-2.
The Philadelphia Phillies, I mean, they're still in the hunt. We'll see if they can take advantage of a tired Charlie Morton or this guy right here, Sean Newcomb. So we'll see if he can, if Sean can do a good job in relief, then Atlanta can still win this. I mean, they are winning right now, but that remains to be seen. Florida Wally.
Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game.
He was drafted by Philadelphia originally.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
So far, he starts off with 2 balls to begin against Roman Quinn.
This guy a little bit.
I would not pay to watch Raw or SmackDown. WWE would have to pay me to watch.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch.
Well, he gets a strike finally.
Catches the outer third.
I mean, a very close game.
Looks for the fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
SmackDown is better than Raw. Yeah, I can agree with that. But anyway, a walk given up by Newcomb, and if you're Atlanta, you got to be concerned because the last thing you want to do is start walking guys.
And he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Next up is Aaron Nola. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now.
I mean, Nola had that 10. Wait, he's going to bunt, and they can only get the out at first. So 1 down, and the runner advances to second. So that's considered a sacrifice. Andrew McCutcheon, and so far he's flown out and grounded out. We'll see if he can
Pitch coming. Here it is.
find some of that fountain of youth effect, because
Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game.
so far he may need it.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
Yeah, but I'm a black and gold NXT all the way. Yeah,
But would let that pitch go by.
and that's fair, definitely.
1-2.
So it's 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway.
But yeah, when it came to Aleister Black, or the former Aleister Black on AEW, that was something, man. I definitely enjoyed Andrade's first match in AEW.
So 1-2.
The street fight was amazing. I think the only thing that I wasn't a fan of was just who won, but then again, that's kind of the point. And he swung. That was not a good swing. I'm sorry. That was a very bad swing if you're Andrew McCutchen. So
By the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
yeah, that was not a good swing at that one. And for Newcomb, that was a good strikeout there.
Standing in now, Alec Bone. And on the first pitch,
Was thinking to have Riddle win the Money in the Bank, have Riddle versus Randy Orton. Lose Omega and AEW is watchable. Well, when it comes to Omega, there's a point to all of this. Without a champion like Omega, a victory for whoever the babyface is
The throw will go to third.
would mean far less than it would if they were to beat someone, you know, that doesn't seem like a threat, you know? It was like that with Triple H. You know, none of The Rock's victories against him for the title would have meant far less if without the efforts of Triple H. So that's how I see it. I mean, but I respect your opinion, though. Anyway, unfortunately, a pop-up for Philadelphia, and they get the out of bounds and a pop-up. So a good catch there by Freeman. It's still 3-2 Atlanta. Though that is, I will say that MJF is a far better heel than Omega, without question. You know, just because of the fact that MJF is a big dickhead. Sorry if I said that, but he really is. Ozzy Albies now coming in as a pitch hitter.
And that misses for ball one.
Could have kept Jericho heel and have him do that instead. Most casuals have no idea who Omega is.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here.
Well, I would beg to
Not
differ,
allow
Radio
a
Rex.
nine-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And that misses ball four.
And a walk to start off this inning for Albies and the rest of the Atlanta Braves. And for Nola, that was not a good start, giving up a walk to start off the bottom of the fifth.
Any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Yeah, that kind of just, that's the thing about, you know, Drew. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose of that challenge that Bobby Lashley had. Though he could challenge the other champion. I could see that. Oh no, it's Rex.
He's ready. Here's
The mainstream audiences, which is most important. Yeah, that may be true. I mean, I do remember they still wanted to get CM Punk as early as 2019. Oh, and trust me, I'm pretty sure they would have put the title on him if they could. But you know, you can't always get what you want.
no swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1.
Well, the only runs you're gonna get are the runs you get when you go to the bathroom. That's the only runs you're gonna get.
And it's
Anyway,
fouled away.
1-2 for Acuna Jr. Or rather, in the favor of Nola, against Acuna, I should say.
And a breaking
Now it's a
ball.
2-2
There's that time for
count.
the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happen. What? Wild throw! Wild throw! But it does not go far enough, so runner stays where he is. Now 3-2. And for Nola, he's going to have to get his act together, because if he doesn't, he might get pulled prematurely.
It's nearly impossible to hit.
And he hits it, but it's foul.
And that will end up a foul ball. And he lays off there.
And it falls just outside in the inside part of the plate. And of course, the manager for the Phillies, Joe Girardi, wondering, how is that not a strike? I mean, it was close, but I really don't know. Anyway,
So next up will be Freddie Freeman.
that could happen. I just don't believe Reigns will lose anytime soon. And Kofi does deserve another run, though. I'm going to say that.
And now the first pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be
And they get the force at second, and they get the double play. Huge double play. I mean, Nola needed that one, but now you have a runner on third.
On that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look
I mean,
easy.
great
That's
play
what
there
they do.
to get the out at
That's
second,
into right
and
field
enough time to
if
get the
you're
out at
gonna
first.
throw.
Incredible. Yeah, that would be crazy if Daniel Bryan did return. Word on him is not happened yet. I don't know why. Yeah, Atlanta's still in the lead, and they can add to it. All Ozuna has to do is get a hit. He doesn't have to hit a home run, but they can appreciate that if he did.
1-0. Here it is.
1-1.
Split the middle here. 1-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen.
So you have David Hale and Tony Watson getting ready in the bullpen.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run.
He is transitioning into a part-time wrestler. Yeah, I can see that.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Hey, Raven, what's up? And he hits it down the line, and it's fair, and that's going to score another run for Atlanta.
The runner from third crosses the plate,
And
so it's
a
4-2.
double, great legging out that double, big hit there.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run.
Anyway, how's everything going in Ravenland?
Drives in his third run back into this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
All right, so Darno comes on in, but that was huge for Atlanta to get some insurance runs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, high drive.
And
left field,
this could be, I believe.
McCutcheon going back.
No,
He can't
just
get
short
to
of a home run, and that's going to score another run.
As a run will score on the play.
Big hit there. Just been quiet lately? All right, not a problem.
Always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Yeah, just short of a home run, but yeah, that's probably going to do it for Nola.
Way out to the mound now, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Vince Velasquez, a right-handed reliever, standing.
All right, so
6'3",
Vince
gets
Velasquez
the
kind of
ball
looks
now
like
out
Kane
of
a
the
little bit.
bullpen.
You know, Kane Velasquez kind of looks like a cousin of his, I guess. Anyway, Tegan Knox returned on NXT and distracted Candice LeRae, costing her and Indy Hartwell the tag team champions to Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. Oh boy.
Into the box, Chris Clark. As he'll take a look at
Anyway,
a
back
slider
at
here
the
that misses for ball
back at the
one.
plate is our good friend Chris Clark. I haven't really seen Chris Clark all that much, so I'm kind of concerned. Although I hope he's okay. I don't know if you guys have seen Chris Clark elsewhere, but I haven't seen him.
Runs a bit inside for a ball.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Now the 2-0. A
Swing and a miss.
The first strike.
That's a good cut there.
Very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 2-1 home.
Ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Read that. Wait, what did you say? Philly is done. Yeah, they may very well be done. They're not out, but they do get the final out, but not before giving up 2 more runs.
Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. Back to
Fans, of course, are happy, obviously, but it's far from over.
Luke Jackson takes over to start the 6th inning.
All right, so we have a relative of the Young Bucks, the lesser-known Luke Jackson. And we'll see if he can do a serviceable job as he goes up against Bryce Harper. Is that true? What is true?
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
And whoa, that almost hit him.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Yeah, Jackson's gonna have to start locking in because
2-0.
That's ball 3.
And that's in there.
oh, gets a strike finally. And then Walter's like, "Hey, Raven,"
Fouled off.
pops it up.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch.
And a wild
Lets him
pitch,
off the hook there, as
but
this is
that's gonna walk him.
for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of his own.
All right, now back to Riamoto, who has yet to even get a hit. If the Phillies are going to make a comeback or make a run at this, he needs to start hitting.
Nothing pitch. JT Realmuto
But
is
not
in for
if
the third
Luke
time.
Jackson just keeps throwing balls. So, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, if you can take advantage of a bad pitcher, then go for it.
In there, 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
I can't say for sure, but once I do know, I will let you know, Walter. What I can tell you is that next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend I will be doing Fire Pro.
Down the third base
Hits it
line.
down, but it's foul.
This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Now the pitch count, or rather the count is in the favor of Luke Jackson. He hits it the other way and gets knocked down. They do get the out at first, but they advance the runner. That was a good, not a bad trade-off there. But I hope everything's okay, Raven.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. And now the first pitch. Harper, the runner at second with 1 away.
There we go. There we go.
It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm
And also some
I'm
cookies.
looking for something I can get my arms extended.
Never gonna go wrong with cookies there.
Inside for a third.
Anyway, back to this game though. Just want to make sure that you're feeling fine. You know, outside of.
High in the air out
Well,
toward
anyway, he
left
hits
center.
this and not far enough.
Number 59 is there.
Aw.
And makes the catch for the out. So next to hit is Didi Gregorius. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
So yeah, Gregorius had himself a double, but when he was trying to go for a triple, he got caught. We'll see if he can.
Here it comes.
Well, it's a wild pitch, and
Throw goes over to third.
oh,
And he's gonna make it up
good
to third
good
here
catch
as he
there by
finishes on the wild pitch.
by Johnson, because had he not caught that, that would have more likely than not advanced the runner from third to home and scored a run for Philadelphia. But great catch there to prevent that. Number 19, Walter Johnson. So great play there to prevent something much worse than that.
Ready with the 1-0.
Ball 2. Ooh, that was a little too close. I thought that was a strike there.
Third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
And hit right to the second baseman, and they get the out. So Philadelphia doesn't get anything. They get close, but unfortunately for Philadelphia, they are no closer than they were going into that half inning.
And now in the box.
All right, so Rob Parks up first.
Last time up.
Already has himself a double.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Too tight with that one.
And ooh, a bit too inside. And up next is Walter Johnson, and we'll see if he fares much better against Double V, Vince Velasquez. But first things first. Well, he does get a strike there.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
3-1.
And ooh, gets the outside part of the strike zone. That could have just as easily been a ball, but it's a strike 2. Now the count is full.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Protects. Still 3-2. And he hits it right to the third baseman, and they get the out at first. 1 down. So far, Walter Johnson 0 for 2. Struck out, lined out. But like I said, I hope we'll see if well, I hope for Walter's sake he fares much better against Vince Velasquez, and he starts off with a ball of quite a bit inside.
That two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And will not swing at that one. That was still inside. A bit dangerously close. I mean, any closer and you might hit Walter.
Back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss
Now
this
3
big either. You go into
now
high
3-0,
rounds, you carve out
and
a
one
career
more
where
ball,
this
and that's
guy
going to
has
put him on
the
base for
next
free.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6.
And instead, yep, he does in fact draw a walk. So Walter is on base for free. So no hit, but it's as good as a hit.
So it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Now to the plate, here is number 59. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
And oh,
Pitch, a check at first.
they try to pick him off at first, does Hoskins and Velasquez. I mean, we definitely want to make you feel welcome. Not just you, but everyone else. Well, most everyone else. There are some people that are, you know, that are, well, less than desirable, I will say. Or unsavory, I should probably be, that probably be the better word for that.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. Nothing.
All right, so a strike to start off with against PPF.
Turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And nope, too high.
1-1. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing.
Hey, PPF, you're actually at bat right now, so do stay tuned for that. Let's see if you get something. Well, you do get a strike. That's what you get. Anyway, it's good to see you, Mr. PPF. But yep, PPF, you're at bat. I believe that's supposed to be you when you were young.
Shin high, that's taken for a ball.
Oh, and of course, I do know this man, Ron Washington. I remember him going back to his days in Oakland when he was the third base coach. And in fact, he had a couple of stints as a manager, but... Oh, and he got caught looking, does PPF. That was a bad... Well, I don't want to say that was a bad at-bat, because it wasn't. He just got caught looking, did PPF. And now we have Dansby Swanson. Here's the guy I was telling you guys about, who was a first-round... Not just a first-round pick, he was the first pick overall. And now Walter Johnson. Unfortunately, Walter got caught trying to steal the base, and I appreciate the fact that he was aggressive, but ooh, honestly, that could have been that was close. Well, that ends the inning right there for the Braves at bat. All right, so we have a double switch.
Come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Christian Pache is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
All right.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1.
And we'll see if Eibner can do a good job, you know, bridging the gap between himself to the setup man, unless he is the setup man, to the closer. Yeah, almost got a stolen base, but you got caught. That's the only problem. Hits it the other way, and it drops. So, good hit there.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And there you see Clark, number 4, the second baseman.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Yeah, we'll do the 7th inning stretch when we get to the bottom of the 7th. So once we get 3 outs here, we'll do that 7th inning stretch. So I usually do that. Usually, more often than not. Anyway, 1-1 is the count. Quinn is 1 for 1, and I think he had a walk not that long ago. Hits it the other way, and just out of the reach of the glove of Walter Johnson. Great play. That was just a better hit. And just like that, they now have 2 men on base.
And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back.
So now you have Adam Hainsey coming in as a pitch hitter. And we'll see if he can get the job done. He hadn't hit a home run during the regular season last year, so we'll see if he can give him some pop or anything, really.
Adam Hainsey is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Sorry, Wally, but I want the Braves out because I want the Yankees to win it all. So in other words, he thinks that you and the rest of the Braves are a threat, and as they should be.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Also, hey, Joshua, what's up?
Everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Here's the 0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Here's the
0-2. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts. So, wow, I mean, McCutchen just cannot get anything going tonight. Much to him and the rest of the Phillies' detriment, because he just can't get anybody. And we have Tyler Manzik. I believe he's going to come in to try to take care of the next hitter.
Digging in will be Alec Bohm, and with men on base and 2 away.
And here's another guy that hasn't been able to get anything going is Bohm. We'll see if he has much better luck against Manzik, because right now Philadelphia has a chance to get back in this game. We'll see if it can happen.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Hits it. Well, he tries to hit it the other way, but it goes foul. 1-1. He hits it and caught by Chris Clark. Great run there by Chris Clark. All right, time for the 7th inning stretch, so I'm going to stand up. But I have to imagine, Wally, you were very happy that Chris Clark made that play. Brandon Kinsler. Yeah, blown opportunity for the Phillies. I mean, that's good for you guys, but yeah, blown opportunity because they had a chance to either tie or get closer.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Ariane Jones, our resident pancake cowgirl.
1-2.
Philly is more done than ECW. Wow, that's saying a lot.
His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Anyway, hits it the other way, but foul.
Swing and
All right, 2-2 even matchup there. Is it time for 7th inning pancakes? We could all use pancakes, I will say. Yes.
Here now the 2-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Full count. A swing and a miss by Pache, and he's gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And, of course, we have Ronald Acuna Jr. so far 0-2.
Stepping in now, Ronald Acuna.
And he hits this one, but not far enough. 2 down.
Now at the plate here is Freddie Freeman. So far, 2 for 3.
So far, Freddie Freeman already 2 for 3, and he's done pretty well.
Set and the pitch.
Ooh, nice cut there.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup.
Well, I mean, for Philadelphia, they have a pitcher in the form of my good friend Tamman, and then everyone else is on the not the Phillies, the Braves.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Including one of the people on the Braves is our very own Walter Johnson. Anyway, a swing and a miss, and that's the end of the 7th. But Philadelphia, time is running out for them. They had several opportunities to really take this game over, and they haven't done it.
His career numbers against this pitcher. He's a .333 hitter.
Yeah, 6 outs left for Philadelphia. Ball. And one of the people in the bullpen is Will Smith, and of course most people know him as the guy that gave up a home run to the Dodgers catcher Will Smith. So if you look up, just type in Will Smith versus Will Smith, and you're going to find the pitcher Will Smith going up against the catcher at the plate, Will Smith, in the National League Championship Series 2020. Swing and a miss.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Count is 2-2. And not even close. Now 3-2. Full count. Now, well, you know what, Ariane, since you're here, I may as well ask you. Have you ever played baseball? And if you do, would you like to be in this series? Because, you know, like I said, you have Parks, you have Clark.
Hey, excellent job right there.
And, of course, you have Wally Johnson in this, well, in this particular game, but there's a couple of others like Clinton and Crimson Ninja, Joshua James, and PPF who are also in this. And foul ball. And here's another guy that has to get going is Realmuto, because, you know, he, McCutcheon, and I think it was, I forgot the other guy, but But you know, if Philadelphia's going to want to play, want to get back in this, they got to get hits, and they get the double play. That's one thing you didn't want to do. Anyway, I played baseball, so do long ago. My stats, if they match my career, would be awful. All right, so Chris Martin coming in.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
So would mine, Ariane. I was trying to do PBF's voice, but I can't do it.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he falls behind 0-2.
I played for 2 years, and my team lost every game except one I didn't play in.
Fouled away.
Wow. Well, here's to you having much more luck than that, I will say.
Hit hard on the ground at first.
Well, nice stop there by Chris Clark, and they get the out at first. And for the Braves, this is their last chance to add some insurance before possibly ending it with a win.
David Hale is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Thank you. Cannot top that.
And stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 8.
And of course, Ozuna already with a home run. So Ozuna has definitely been consistent. Although he has yet to get a hit off of Hale. IRL. Going into this one.
Reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 3-0 now.
Ooh. Right now, Ozuna can get a walk if he can get another ball. Nope. 3-1.
And now the count will be 3-1. And this is
and Ozuna gets a walk.
So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home eighth.
Now batting, the catcher.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Travis d'Arnaud.
I need to watch other videos, and I'm so bored today.
First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen.
So they got a couple of lefties in the bullpen.
0-1. Here it comes.
Oh, and a wild pitch, and that might get... Yep, that advances a runner to second on that wild pitch.
Forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to
Well, between Hale and Remuto, I mean, they're going to have to get their act together if they have any chance to salvage this.
Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
Ooh, good cut there, 2-2.
Ball to change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hits it the other way, but it falls just short and out of bounds for a foul. And and way out of the strike zone, so he wasn't going to swing at that one, I should say, excuse me. On deck is Chris Clark. Fouls it away. Hits it right to the the shortstop, and they get the out at first. One down. And here's Chris Clark, who has yet to even get a hit.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing
And we'll see if he fares much better against David Hale than anyone else that he's faced.
The result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 1-0. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Ooh, nice cut. Good cut there by Hale.
That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he hits it right up the middle and into the gap. That might put in another run, and it does. An RBI single for Chris Clark. So good at bat there by Chris Clark.
So far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
All right, up next is Rob Parks, who is 1 for 3.
At the plate, Rob Parks. Strike one to start the at-bat.
And of course, Wally very happy with that. And, well, almost got picked off was Clark.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. He's got to be hit hard.
Hey, Cruz, what's up, man?
Got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
And pitched out, but no advancement yet. Yes, Wally, we got this. Oh, nope. Sore from work, my ribs are acting up again. Oh boy. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying.
And he hits it, and they get the out at first. And well, they don't get the out at. Or, sorry, they get the out at second, but not at first. Sorry. But they got the lead runner, and now Walter Johnson still 0 for 2, but he got a walk last time.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
Hey, Walter, just watching. I forgot to watch the chat. Lol.
Right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. Parks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a pitch out, nothing doing though.
And well, that would have been a wild pitch had he not gotten that. But no advancement yet. 1-1.
1-1. It's a breaking ball that misses off the
A
plate.
bit outside the plate.
Step backs in there, Dan.
Yeah,
Good discipline there by Walter.
Right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
In front of a changeup, and he can't keep.
All right, so now it's 2-2. Now he has to protect. And he hits it towards the second baseman, but they'll get the out at first, and they do. So they add 1 run to that.
1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Braves.
So
and the Phillies.
it's very simple. If the Phillies cannot score at least 4 runs, this game is over.
All set for the start of the inning, and here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now.
So Philadelphia is now down to their last 3 outs, And it starts with Gregorius,
A ball and no strikes.
with Chris Martin still on the mound. Hey, Zach Walker, what's up, man? And he hits it, and just off the wall.
It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's a big hit there by Gregorius, and he leads off with a double. So that's a good start there if you're Philadelphia. Good play off the wall there by PPF.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1.
Ooh, nice cut there.
Slider there as he's way out in front.
Nice cut there by Martin.
Second, nobody out.
0-2. And swung and missed, and that's one strikeout for Martin.
Man there, one away.
Pretty textbook pitching
So that's a
right
pretty
there.
good strikeout there if you're Martin.
Then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Well, here's Roman Quinn, who is 2 for 2,
The box now, Roman Quinn.
and has been one of the more consistent hitters.
Ball one. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one.
Gets a strike inside the strike zone.
Runner on second base.
1-1. Fouls it away.
That swing, and now they'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a
And wait,
is he coming back
a wild pitch,
times, or do I have to sit
and
outside?
he reaches on an error.
He's aboard on the drop.
So that's a wild pitch that
Good awareness that time.
allows Quinn to reach on an error. So
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home.
so now the manager are going to have to make a decision and bring in somebody else. I mean, they're 2 outs away from winning this, and they bring in the man. They bring in Will Smith. And that should Smith be successful in getting this save, Atlanta and the rest of the Braves are going to get jiggy with it tonight.
Corners and 1 out in the inning.
And they'll sing na 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 na, getting jiggy with it.
Here's the first pitch. And you look at a fastball that's
Scott Kingery
a whole lot.
making his first appearance.
Runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
I'll be back soon, though I'm almost asleep.
Now a throw over.
Right now we have runners on the corners at first and third, so a base hit could get it closer.
The 1-0. Line hard.
He hits this, but it is over the head, and that scores 1.
He's off the bench with extra bases.
And that could score 2, and it does. Philadelphia within 2
Comes across to score.
with a huge double by Kingery? Kingery, that's right.
You can start to see the fans are starting
But that's a huge hit,
I'm gonna need my man.
and just like that, it's now a 2-run game. But now it goes back to McCutchen.
Into the box.
So far, he has been ineffective.
Takes ball 1. His career line against Will Smith. An impressive 4 for 7. He also has 1 home run.
And Walter starting to sweat bullets now because they have a run going. And McCutchen not going to do anything. I mean, he knows the gravity of the situation. He wants Smith to give him something he can hit.
Now the 2-0.
Oh, got him on the bottom part of the strike zone.
This
Apparently.
is gonna be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now the 2-1 in the air now.
He hits this,
Ozuna is
but not far enough.
2 down.
2 down, and oh, that was a little too much there. But anyway, it's now down to the final out.
Now to the plate.
And Alec Bohm, much like McCutcheon before him, has not gotten anything going.
Here's the first pitch. Alec Bohm.
And whoa, got him on the corner, on the bottom corner outside.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got it for
Now 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout to go. Or 1 strike, I should say, to go.
Philly down to their last strike. And on
Ball 1.
Misses with a fastball.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet.
1 strike away.
Swing
And he hits it. And it drops. And that's going to score in another run. It's now 6-5 Phillies. Or I'm sorry, Braves, I should say. Sorry. Atlanta 6-5 over the Phillies. I'm sorry. But still, wow. Philadelphia trying to make this interesting, and they have. But now they have Bryce Harper, who is 2 for 3.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper.
And he takes a strike at the bottom of the strike zone inside.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 0-1.
And ooh, fouled off. Now once again, still now a strike away. Swing and a miss. And the Braves hold on by the skin of their teeth against the Phillies, and they are moving on to the National League Championship game, and they will face off against the St. Louis Cardinals. So close, but they held on just enough to win. But what a hell of a game this has turned into. We will be getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it.
The final line score for our ballgame was the victorious Atlanta Braves. 6-1.
So the player of the game, Marcell Ozuna, 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. I mean, other notables include Freddie Freeman, but even so, Ozuna, the player of the game, and the winner, the win goes to Newcomb, the loss goes to Aaron Nola, and the save goes to Will Smith, who is going to be getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. What else is there to be said? And let me see. Oh yeah, before I forget. But congratulations there. And so what we have, let's take a look at the schedule for the remaining teams. So the next game. Oh, wait. What about the other one? Okay, so the first game between the two is New York and Chicago. Okay. All right, very well. That's so when will we be seeing that game? All right, so next week it will be Chicago, or rather, excuse me, New York at Chicago. Wait, New York at Chicago? Wait, I thought New York was the 1 seed, weren't they not? That's weird. I thought. Oh, wait. Let me look back at this again. Like I said, that I'm like, how is it that they are the home team? What the hell? I mean, because Atlanta's right where they need to be, and that's the number 1 seed. But what the hell? Hold on, let me answer that phone. Oh, never mind. That's weird. That's weird that the Sox have a home game, and that's absolutely weird. Unless there's a tiebreaker that I'm not aware of, then okay. But still, that really should not take away from the fact that it's going to be a great game. So anyway, as far as the St. Louis Atlanta game, it'll be 2 weeks from today. So that'll be on the 23rd of July. Unless, of course, we need to move it sooner or later, depending on what's happening in my life. But yes, 2 weeks from today is when that game will happen. That being said, let me save this really quick. Yes. Okay. And let me see if let me do this really quick. To Mr. Okay, I can edit. Wow, I can actually edit. I didn't realize I could do that. Yeah, I'll let you know. Also, Clinton, wait, did you say you wanted a fastball? Because here's what you have. You have a changeup, slider, curveball, cutter, and a splitter. So you just have to tell me which pitch type that you want, unless you left already. I hope Clinton's still here, but I'll wait about a minute or so, and if not, then I'll end it off. But yeah, next weekend, not this one, but the next one, I will be doing Fire Pro. So I'll post the card on. I will post the card on Discord, and I will let you guys know who's going to be in it and whatnot. But I guess Clinton is off for the night, I guess. Okay. No harm, no foul. Well, in any event, take care, and I will see you next time. Until then, uh, let's see. I do have something in mind, but I'll let you know when I get to it. And if not, you can always follow me on. You can, for those who have Discord, you guys can follow me there. But until then, have a great day, everybody.